Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Getting this thing was a little bit of an ordeal, but we'll get into that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I wear a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? What happens to be my boom? It's one of my Static X shirts. I like this shirt a lot. It's very cool. If you're unfamiliar with the band Static X, they are a kind of industrial metal / new metal band that's been around since kind of like the mid to late 90s is kind of when they started, doing their thing. They really broke out in the late 90s, early 2000s, and, definitely had a hell of a run. Their debut album, Wisconsin Death Trip, still considered a classic, especially of kind of that era. And, they've just been kicking ass for quite a while now. Sadly, the lead singer, Wayne Static, he passed away almost a decade ago now at the time that I'm doing this. But, kind of left everything up in flux. But then ultimately, Edsel Dope of the band Dope, he went over there and decided to step in, with the other original members. They've continued the legacy. It's been a little bit controversial. Some people think it's in poor taste. I don't. I think personally, I think Wayne would have wanted his legacy to continue, but that's just my take. But I really like Static X a lot. I've seen them perform live a number of times. I've actually got videos of said performances. They're on this channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check out their stuff. Nothing else, I'd be happy to point you in the direction as far as their music goes, because I really like them. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why was it a whole thing? Well, folks, that's because I decided that I was going to go over there and get something from Boom! Subway. And I decided that I would go over there rather than do what I normally do and just go to the store and, do my order there. I would order ahead. Why not? I'll might as well, right? No, because I hate online ordering for this reason. Because I went over there. When I went to go do my order, it's like it gives you a recommended address based on your location. It's like, oh, this is the closest one to you. And it's like, maybe in some, GPS universe, it's 0.2% closer. But it's not to the actual location that I go because it's just a straight shot to get there. So I didn't realize that when I finished the order, so I ended up going to my normal location, and it turned out, no, it was actually at another one. So I had to go and drive all the way over there. But anyway, what is it, folks? Well, it's a brand new sub from Subway. It's Boom! This is their, God damn it. This is their number 2, the Spicy Nacho Chicken Sub. It's off their Subway series of subs, kind of their premium subs. Consists of rotisserie-style chicken, double serving of their new cheddar cheese sauce, crisp green peppers, red onion, jalapeno, creamy sriracha sauce, and then their new Sub Crunch, which is basically like these crunchy bits that they put on. And I got it on the Italian urban cheese. What with this being a sub sandwich review, I do have to preface it real quick with 3 things. Number 1, for over 2 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. What that means is I've been going out. I've been trying sub sandwiches from basically every place that sells them, whether they're chain locations, delis, what have you. I've been trying out subs, reviewing them, posting them to my YouTube channel. And that's where number 2 comes in, because I'm such a nice guy. I don't just post them to my YouTube channel. I also have a specific playlist called Subs for Subs, where I post all of my sub sandwich reviews. Time I'm doing this, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews, and that's where number 3 comes into play, because maybe, just maybe, that's not enough maybe that's just not enough sub sandwich review and goodness for you. That's okay. Wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is sub day. That's the day when I go over there and I upload my sub sandwich reviews. So if you enjoy them, thank you very much. Just wait until Sunday. You're going to get at least one. But anyway, so I'm not going to lie right off the bat. I'm not super impressed with the insides of this. Like, there is not a lot of fucking chicken in there. But we're going to give it a fair shake anyway. Because, that's what we try to do. We try to be diplomatic about it. Let's give it a go. Oh. I like the nacho cheese with the sriracha. That's really nice. It's got a nice cheddar hit. And it's got a little zing from the sriracha. Actually, a fair amount of zing. I like that. You can also taste, you know, you got the green peppers in there. They are, as they said, crisp. I like that. Adds in a nice texture, a little freshness. Plays in with the sriracha. The bread is nice. You know, I always like to get the Italian herb. All right, let's try to get in. Try to get in a little bit more. I think there's more of the chicken in here. Okay. Getting a little bit of the chicken. Oh, shit, I forgot to do a thing for the thing, didn't I? Yep. Sorry, we're going to salvage this. We're going to do this. Looks like this. Ha 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 ha. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, once you kind of get to the center, you start getting, you know, more of the chicken. Jalapenos are nice. Not the best jalapenos, but you get a little bit of an extra zip from them. I mean, I honestly like the idea behind this whole thing. And then, of course, you got the sub crunch shit. Which, I mean, yeah, like, they're basically almost like little fried wonton pieces or something like that. They're more of a textural thing than, I don't think they're really adding a lot. I know, like, they made a big deal out of it, though. They were like, yeah, we got sub crunch. And it's like, okay. Doesn't seem like something I'd be that proud of, honestly, but... Well, I know, I'm not a multi-billion-dollar company. It's okay. Like, credit where it's due. It's got a good amount of flavor. I do like the sauces that they use for it. And, you know, the sub crunch thing, honestly, it doesn't make much of a difference, but I mean, I guess it's there as a textural element. But then you also have the green peppers, which are doing something similar and offering actual flavor. Yeah, I mean, it kind of continues a trend of what I've experienced with a lot of the Subway stuff, which is that, you know, they tend to go over there and kind of cover up the fact that they don't actually offer all that much in terms of what's in the sub by going over there and having these heavier sauces, which kind of make up to a certain extent by giving a little bit more flavor. Two questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Maybe, kinda. Yeah, it's an okay Subway sub, but, like, it runs into the same problem, like, just, you know, they're doing a decent job of coming up with some good flavors, I'll give them that, but you're the biggest sub chain in the world. You can surely, and I get it, it's profit margins, plus you have to gouge your customers, because why wouldn't you? You can surely afford to put more, especially with this being a Subway Series sub and a new one. I really was expecting more in terms of the chicken that I got, and to be fair, that might vary location to location. But, you know, I'm sure they're prepped on, like, how to put these things together, and it's just, yeah, there's some good things about it, but, like, the chicken aspect was almost ethereal. It really wasn't much of a, you know, wasn't really much of a gameplay changer one way or the other. And as far as, like, the rest of it was concerned, It does have some nice flavors. So, I mean, I guess, like, I'd almost be willing to try this again from, like, my normal location, because they typically tend to be a little bit better with constructing the sandwiches. I would order it there, by the way. I kind of get the feeling like this is that Chipotle shit, where they found out that if you order online from Chipotle, you tend to get less than if you do it in store. So I'd almost be willing to go try this one again in store. It's not a great Subway sub, but, like, again, I like some of the flavors, so, if I'm recommending it, though, I mean, when it comes to Subway, I mean, I always recommend almost any other place over Subway. Subway is just, they're the McDonald's of sub sandwiches. And as the years have gone by, they've peaks and valleys. And I've given them some credit recently in that I feel like they have done a pretty good job of, putting together some decent subs, especially with their Subway series. Not great, but, certainly better than what they normally would have. This, I like the idea. I like, the flavor and everything. You gotta put the shit in the sub. Okay, if you don't, then it doesn't taste that great. It just feels very eh. But, again, that could vary location to location. I would say, if you're at all interested in this sub, give it a shot. Get it in store. Don't order online. Be there and watch them. I get the feeling like if you're there and you're watching them, it gives a little greater incentive to go over there and actually put the shit in there properly. But, yeah, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly proper subtastic rest of your life. Go to an actual sub place. Subway kind of sucks. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, like I said, here's the thing I want you to go out and do. Get a real sub. And granted, sometimes you just don't have those options. Maybe Subway is your best option. If that's the case, what I would suggest, customize your stuff. And again, be there in person to see them do it. Make sure that they're doing it the way you want it to, because a sub sandwich should be a wonderful, beautiful thing. And Subway has unfortunately gone over there, and they've really condensed it down into, this very just humdrum fucking whatever kind of thing. And it's just, no, man. And they could do better. Because, again, it's not like they don't have the money. They could go over there and afford to. They just don't want to because, again, profit margins and shit. Anyway, bye.